Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. Boy, I didn't realize it's been so long since I made my last video. It's been quite a few days, actually, like 5 days or something. Anyway, sorry about that. I lost track of time playing Darkest Dungeon. Almost done with that series, so for those of you who hate it, fear not, it will be ending soon. And, my nose is running, and we're finishing up this mage run today. Started quite a while back, and it was a good one. Got up to 8-0, lost the most recent game at the end of the last video, and now let's see how far we can make it. It'd be nice to break 9 wins, for once. It'll be my first time doing so in Blackrock Mountain. So, here's open. Rakalik, the Paladin.
I will fight with honor.
Alright. Easy mulligan. I don't think I've actually had it. You know, with Mana Worm and Flame Cannon, you could actually keep this Yeti for a turn 3 coin, but no, we'll mulligan it. I don't think I've actually had a Mana Worm on turn 1 yet. That'll be nice. You even have a Snow Chugger on turn 2. So I'm hoping he passes the first turn, because if he doesn't, and he coins out a 3-2 or some garbage, I might not be able to play the Worm. This is fine, so most likely it's an Avenge. Well, we know it's not Repentance, so there's that. About to find out if it's Noble Sacrifice. Ah, these things. So it doesn't die to the Flame Cannon. I could actually Flame Cannon off the shield that would grow the worm and then kill it. But of course this could be a Noble Sacrifice. You know, let's check for Noble Sacrifice. Wait. If I run in, this thing goes to 1 health, and then this shielded minibot will actually kill it. Ugh. So annoying. Well, I'm just going to hope it's Noble Sacrifice. Well, why would I hope it's Noble Sacrifice? The most likely secret is Avenge. Ah, freaking shield bot. So irritating. I could coin and make the War Leader, but that wouldn't get rid of the Divine Shield. Damn. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to check for Noble Sacrifice by attacking the face. That way, if it's not, I don't damage my worm. And it's not Noble Sacrifice. So that means that it's probably an Avenge. Because we know it's not eye for an eye Noble Sacrifice. It could be a Redemption, I suppose. But most likely it's Avenge still. Oh god, Shielded Minibot was so good right there. Wow, this could really be a Redemption. I mean, he's playing double Divine Shields. Oh my god, if it's Redemption, there's just really no good way around it, honestly. Oh, man. Okay, let's see. I could actually coin and polymorph one of them. And then, if it is a Redemption, the sheep would come back. But if then it's an Avenge, then I'm just going to feel like a freaking idiot for wasting polymorph. Balls, 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 balls. Okay, we're going to ping this. I just hope for the best. Let's throw the worm at it. Although I don't think it actually matters who I throw. Does it matter who I throw? Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I should have pinged the bot, obviously. I'm really, really stupid. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if it's Redemption or Avenge. It's actually Avenge, thank goodness. Alright, well, it honestly could have been a lot worse, because now I can do this and this. Now, that's not great, but he spent a lot of cards for that to happen, and so basically he's got 4 cards to my 4 cards, so it's all kind of even-steven. I got all this removal, a dumb, really, really dumb card to play. I don't want to play this on turn 4. And then he plays the Shredder. Oh, jeez. Do I really want to polymorph that? I don't. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to let him kill this with his Shredder. Out will pop a 2-drop, and then that should die in a couple turns to Flame Strike. Keyzan Mystic shows up too late to deal with the pesky secret that he had. If I'd pinged off the, yeah, I messed up. If I'd pinged the Minibot instead of the Crusader, I could have kept my my Freezer, because I would have used the Freezer to kill off his Shielded Minibot, killed off the Crusader by killing the Mana Worm and then Flame Throwing. So I would have had an extra 2-1 on the table, which is huge. So that could actually like cost me the game. All right. Alas, he doesn't play another secret. Is he gonna trade his Shredder away? He decides not to trade away the Shredder. Very interesting choice. I wonder why he wouldn't. Well, let's steal that secret. Now, he knows what it is, of course. It's noble sacrifice. Interesting. Well, he's going to get away with murder here because he can use the Gilban Stalker to get rid of the sacrifice and then, you know, still kill off either one of my creatures with the Shredder. Obviously, he'd kill the Mystic. He could also use the Shredder to get rid of the sacrifice and then use the Stalker to trade for the War Leader, though I don't know why he'd do that necessarily. I guess he does decide to go for that. Very interesting. Oh, he's going all the way for the face. He's going all face all the time. Very interesting. I don't know why he thinks that's a good idea. Because he's out of cards. He's not going to be able to deal that much damage to me. This is shockingly bad play for someone who's at 8 wins or something along those lines. Well, let's ping that and see what we get. Okay. This is pretty good. So, oh my god, I totally forgot about that thing being buffed. Whoops. I really should start remembering that. Luckily, it didn't matter here. So yeah, I'm not the slightest bit concerned because he's only got a couple of cards. This Tiger I can kill with either a single target or a multi-target removal, depending on what he plays. And then we have an Ogre later on. Alright, Blessing of Kings. Okay, so we're going to polymorph that. And he just isn't going to be able to deal enough damage to kill me because his hand's empty. I don't know what he was thinking here. Alright. Sucks that I couldn't ping off this Fairy Dragon, but that's really fine. I guess if he burns me to death with some Leroy Jenkins or crap, I guess then I'll feel very silly, but I just don't really see it happening. Alright, now Flame Strike here, unfortunately, doesn't leave me with enough mana to ping, but I'm going to Flame Strike anyway. We'll throw away the Mystic to finish off this engine, and now he's got 10 damage to work through. I mean, I guess he could draw True Silver and then like a Hammer of Wrath, and if I don't get any taunts, he'll beat me with it. But I still would say that in that case, you know, he played the wrong strategy. Alright, so let's Fireball this. Play this and ping that. I do need to keep his board clear because he did get me down to 10. And I guess he still has a chance of winning, but it's just the odds are against him. Because I have the extra cards. Unless he top decks back-to-back Incredible Burns, he's going to be in bad shape.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, he does not get what he needs. A 4-3 is really underwhelming here. I could freeze it, actually, which is an interesting idea. But I don't see the need for that. Let's just kill it. Play a couple of 4-drops. Shoot down that Recruit. Thank you, Hero Ability, for being awesome. Now we have this in reserve in case he does drop something huge. And also the Ogre in case these guys can take care of the board. I can just drop the Ogre. Alright, there's the Recruit. And a Cult Master. Alright, that is not a problem. Gotta make sure, of course, I kill the Cult Master. So, we'll kill it with the Yeti. Freezing him is nice, because now if he top decks True Silver, it's not going to bring him close to winning, because he can't attack as long as this thing's attacking him, and I don't see how he's going to stop this thing from ever attacking him. Paladins don't really have any removal that'll deal with this. Consecration, not a problem. So I take 2 damage, but this handy guy will stop him from being able to freeze me, or stop him from being able to attack with the weapon. He stealths the Recruit to get an extra damage. Unfortunately, I can't give anything taunt at the moment, but that's fine. So we'll sometimes I forget things. Ping, hit, ping. There's no card he can draw that would deal 7 damage. He could draw Deathwing, and then I could freeze it for 2 turns in a row, so I actually would be fine then even if he played Deathwing. Because I could Frost Elemental, freeze it, and then Cone of Cold, freeze it again. Of course, if he silenced it, then I'd be in trouble. Do I have enough to kill him? I definitely do now. And me smash. Ba-ba-bonk. Yeah, I think he just messed up. He could have actually, well, I don't know if probably won the game, but he possibly could have won the game if he had just made trades instead of going for my face. Because the facial damage ended up being irrelevant. Whereas if he had killed my creatures and developed a better board presence, that could have given him what he needed to pull through and win. So we get a surprisingly easy win there, Wednesday afternoon, which is, you know, not the time you'd expect newbies to be on playing. People are still at work, kids are still in school. I guess kids would have just come back from school in some parts of the world, depending on time zone. But whatever. The point is, that was pretty nice. So let's see if I can get one more win in 2 tries. Another paladin. King Buffy is our opponent here.
I will fight with
We have a bunch of great cards that all have to be mulliganed, which is sad. But let's see what we can do. Why did my nose start running the instant that I began recording? It was totally fine before that. Okay, we have a really bad hand here. Nothing to do till turn 3, and this isn't even a really great third turn because I'm the first player, so I'd be copying a 3-drop at best. Unless he chose to use the coin to power out a 4-drop on turn 3, but why the hell would he do that when I just played a secret? Oh my god, I actually got a card to play. Well, it's not the best 2-drop in the world, but it's better than pinging the face, so I'll take it. I'd love to see him make a recruit here so I can kill it with my wolf, play Mirror Entity, and have some board presence. Oh god, please don't kill my wolf. Oh, thank god. Alright, so the wolf lives, which it is the expected outcome, but I always hold my breath, because I seem to be screwed by that quite a lot. He still has his coin. He could actually power out a 4-drop here if he's dumb. But if I get a 3-drop, I'll be pretty happy. Well, so my Mirror Entity basically counts as a 3-mana kill for Mad Bomber, which I'm not that jazzed about. Is he going to play a secret with that last mana for me to steal? No, he's not. Alright, well, Blue Gill Warrior is a nice top deck. This allows me to kill off his Mad Bomber and keep my own Mad Bomber that I paid 3 mana for. Next turn I could play this, although it's probable that what he'll play here will force me to respond to it because he's been playing slowly. He still has his coin. Could still make a 5-drop here. Plays a 4-drop. Well, this is both good and bad. The good thing is that it's not anything bigger, but the bad thing is I don't have any good way to deal with it. So I'm just going to play my 5-drop and hope he can't buff this. He has a lot of cards, still has a coin, so he has a coin plus 6 cards. He is up a card because he killed my thing. I can go up a card, though, if I can kill his with my Squire or with my Silverhand Knight. I don't have my Ogre or my Frost Elemental to play as a big turn 6 move. I don't have my Yeti or my other Yeti or my Water Elemental. Instead, I have like my crappy 4-drop. He hasn't played any secrets. He had a mana left over and didn't do anything, so I'm guessing he doesn't have them. And he is just going to go ahead and kill my thing. Now, Yeti or Water Elemental would live against the weapon, but this thing doesn't. So this sucks a lot because I don't have anything good to do. Well, I top-decked my way partially out of it. I'd still rather play a Yeti than the Shredder, because a 4-1 is what I'd rather have than a random 2-drop. But it could be worse. He's got 6 cards and a coin and a weapon. I'm actually down on cards. Even if you factor in that one of these is the coin, he still has 6 to my soon-to-be 5. And he's got nothing on the board for me to get ahead with Flame Strike. I can get ahead if he plays a secret, but he would have had to top-deck the secret because he had a mana earlier and didn't play one. He's taking some damage, so I guess Pyroblast could be a thing that happens. I don't have any beasts that I know of, except for the wolf. The wolf already died. Ah, this is awkward. So I'm going to have to Fireball this, which is not exactly my favorite thing in the world. Water Elemental is so good, but if I play it now, this thing lives. Do I want to let that thing live? I'm going to let it live. I think getting Water Elemental here is extremely important. So, hopefully what he does is play a bunch of medium-sized creatures that all die to Flame Strike next turn, and then I can win. If he doesn't do that, however, I could start running into trouble here. I mean, I could go for the hit him in the face a lot until I top-deck Pyroblast strategy, but you might recall that my deck has 0 card draw, so Pyroblast would just have to show up natively. He seems to have a Consecration. Oh my god, this is actually really annoying. He's going to kill hit my Elemental, and then he's going to play Consecration to clear my board. which means I don't have enough on here to warrant using Flame Strike, but all my stuff is dead. God damn it. Kobold Geomancer really doesn't help me much. Do I really Flame Strike this? This seems terrible. It seems just like terrible, but what else am I doing with my life? I'm gonna Flame Strike. It seems awful, but there's really nothing better to do with my turn. So I just played it. So he's got 6 to my 4, soon to be 5. I have a slight chance of maybe burning him out. Like if I play Geomancer, Fireball, Ping, I could end up like getting him down to 11 for a kill with Pyroblast. Oh man. With this, it kind of makes me wish I'd hung on to Flame Strike, but again, there's really no reason for me to do that. There's nothing else for me to do that turn. Shoot. Alright. It sucks not sending the Fireball in the face, but I feel like if I don't get Pyroblast, then I can't really win anyway. And there's still a chance, given how crappy the stuff he played is, that he's got bad cards too. And then maybe I'm better off just biding time to like get my Frost Elemental or my Ogre to appear. However, if I get Pyroblast, I'm going to regret a lot that I didn't save the Fireball for his face. Alright, there's the Polymorph target.
Reporting for duty.
And an Ogre. He's got 5 damage on the field, so I am not going to play my Ogre yet. I'm going to play the Mage, because the 2/5 is good enough to take out this damn Fairy Dragon, and then hopefully clear the way for an Ogre at a better time. I still have another Flame Strike in here, so I could always top deck that and catch back up if he continues not drawing any good cards, but I'd say I'm behind right now.
Let me think.
This was basically just a bad Stormwind Knight that didn't, have charge. There's always a chance I'll play a secret, and then I'll get a little bit of an advantage. I haven't actually been holding this in my hand to save it for him playing a secret. It's just because this dies to the Fairy Dragon, and I'd rather not just trade a 4-drop for a 2-drop if I can at all help it by doing something else.
Not on my watch.
Okay. Well, that's alright, unless he has a Dark Iron Dwarf or Abusive Sergeant, because sure, he'll damage my guy and pop the shield, but my guy still lives. Does he have a Elven Archer or something? No. Alright, Cone of Cold wouldn't be the worst thing here to freeze his team and damage it all a bunch. Flame Strike, also not the worst thing. However, what I'm going to do is drop my Ogre. I think... Oh, right, I can't actually target that thing. Well, it's okay. We'll ping that. Hit that. Let's see if he has Blessing of Kings on this to kill my Ogre. If he does, that would be super sad. As long as he doesn't have that particular thing, I am doing pretty well. This Ogre still has 4 health after the Fairy Dragon hits it. Oh god, he's flicking his card. So if he has something like an Argent Commander, that'd be bad. Oh my god, did he just top deck Blessing of Kings? Well, he wouldn't be so hesitant if he had, so I'm guessing that's not what it is. Alright, Peace keeps my Ogre, which is annoying, because that reduces my likelihood of being able to hit him for a ton of damage. But it could be worse. I can now Flame Strike and clear his board. I could Flame Strike and play Mirror Entity. Sure. Got nothing else going on. This Ogre hitting for 1 instead of 6 really sucks, because if it had hit for 5 more damage, he'd be a 15. 1 more hit, and then I could wait for Pyroblast to just win me the game. As it is, I'm just hoping he's run out of crappy minions and is now forced to play a good one. Plays a Cobra, which is a pretty decent minion. Unless he has a Hammer of Wrath to kill it now, this Cobra is ready to basically either trade with his or kill anything else he would play. This Cobra is a pretty good answer to my Ogre. It could kill this guy who's otherwise free minion or free recruit removal for a long time. So I will trade my Cobra for his Cobra if that's what it comes down to. I don't know what's in his hand, but it seems to be a bunch of bad stuff. Oh, is he gonna now use this thing? No, he's not. He's just playing it. Alright. I gotta think carefully here. If I play this and go to the face, 4, 6, 7, 8, down to 12. If he top decks healing, that would all have been for naught, but otherwise it might set me up for a Pyroblast. I think what I'd rather do, though, is play the Arcane Golem and trade it for his Cobra. So what I can do now is I can actually kill the Pyromancer with my Ogre, use my Cobra to kill his Recruit, play the Mystic. I've got board control here. He seems to have a bad hand. I have the Cobra to kill anything big, and this is 7 damage ready to go to his face, and then we just wait until we top deck Pyroblast. I mean, it's not the best of all strategies, but I think that was my best hope. Now, what did he top deck is the question, because I know his hand was bad before this turn. He'd have to top deck something good to salvage the situation. Okay, this doesn't do anything, except trade with my 4-3, or my Cobra. So the question is, how much do I value hanging onto that Cobra? The answer is I value it a lot. So what I'm going to do is, in fact, trade my 4-3 for his. This means I do less damage, but I keep the Cobra out, which increases the likelihood of maintaining board control. And the Yeti was a decent top deck. Frost Elemental would have been better, but all things considered, this was one of the better things I could have top decked, and the 4 damage is significant as we wait to find Pyroblast. Alright, he gets the True Silver Champion, so I wish this were a Water Elemental. Now he gets to kill my Cobra, and I can hit him for 5, but now if he's got something big that he's been holding on to back here, he can play it, and if he played an Ogre right now, for example, I'd be in pretty rough shape. Nope, no Ogre, so that's good. Mana Worm is fine as bait for his True Silver Champion. I mean, he really should ignore this because my hand's empty. He should probably just hit the Ogre. But now if I top deck Pyroblast, I actually win. There's 12 cards left to go through before I find Pyroblast. Actually, no, he's going to go up to 13. No, but he's still dead if the Yeti hits him. Yeah, the lack of card draw is definitely a weakness in this deck. Even like a single minion or a single Arcane Intellect would have been nice to have here. But all things considered, it ended up being pretty good. So he's going to play a Consecration now, or perhaps an Avenging Wrath. Otherwise, hitting the Yeti makes no sense. And it is a second Consecration. Well, he played 2 Consecrations, I played 2 Flame Strikes. I think it's only fair. But because he hit the Yeti, he's at 10 health. Even so, Pyroblast wins me the game as soon as I draw it. Oh, I forgot I had a Spiteful Smith in this deck. That is very nice. Even better than a Yeti. He could play Justice League or Antique Killbot. But I still have, this board presence. Paladins have a tough time dealing with a 4-6. If this Ogre hadn't been Peacekept, though, the game, would be over. So that Peacekeeper was extremely clutch for him. He just had a bunch of bad cards, it seems, and couldn't ever capitalize on the advantage that he had for most of the game. I don't know what the hell these cards are that he's just not been playing. Alright, he finally gets a really good 5-drop, but it might be too little too late. I have 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. I mean, I can put him to dead to my hero power, and I'm going to do that. Because not only does he have to now clear my board, but he also has to heal. And there's no way he can kill me. I mean, 12 damage with 3 cards as a paladin is going to be a bit far-fetched. He can't do any Holy Champion shenanigans or Blessing of Kings because this can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. So I feel like it was worth it just to put me into winning range. So there's that. Sorry, you can't target that. Yeah. And he has a coin. Oh, I totally forgot that he still has the coin. My girlfriend came over and is holding my nose shut. Joke's on her, though, because my nose has been pretty runny, so that means snot's going to get on her fingers. She is totally unfazed by this. In fact, she's wiggling her fingers around to make it more snotty. I love you, Psyche. Oh, she wipes her hand on the shoulder. She was acting stoic, but really, really deep down, she was troubled about what was happening. Okay, well, this is over. He threatened, emoted me, and now he's just sitting there. Unless my computer just crashed. Oh, God. Did my computer really just crash? Hope it didn't just crash. This would be the funniest thing ever if my computer had actually crashed. Wow, he actually threatened emote me and then roped. I don't know why he's that angry. He played a True Silver and 2 Consecrations, and I didn't really ever see a bad card, except for the Big Dumb Beast. I mean, I didn't do anything that spectacular. I think we just played a fair fight and he lost. Wow, get over yourself, King Buffy. More like King Stuffy, am I right? How can I do the most damage? Like that. Okay, well, that was that. So let's go on to the next one. We actually made it to 10 wins. And I now have 2 chances to make it to 11 wins, which would be also a record, considering 10 wins was a Blackrock Mountain record. 11 wins certainly would be as well. To be honest, I'm not too surprised I made it this far with this deck. This was just very clearly a very strong mage deck. Hopefully this one will put my average back above 6 wins. Where's a tissue when you need one? And we're up against a hunter. Tanker the Hunter is our opponent. We again get 3 tremendous cards that all have to be mulliganed, which is unfortunate. Come on, Mana Worm. Nope. Okay, I'll take a Snow Chugger, although the accompaniment leaves something to be desired. I totally forgot that Paladin had the coin. I was doing a pretty good job keeping track of it, but I never realized that he never actually spent it. Alright, hopefully the Hunter passes the turn here. Not a chance. There's the coin coming out. Please do something I can kill. Ooze. Well, this is all really annoying because the Ooze will die. Will trade with my Chugger. And there's Pyroblast, a game late. And a game early at the same time. So this is actually looking real bad. I got nothing to do next turn. After that, there's just Cone of Cold, which is not even close to likely to be useful on turn 4. Got good 5-drops, but I mean, he can just really easily get ahead here. Now we're on 10 wins, so I got to assume this person has a 2-turn play. Otherwise, coining a 2-drop against a mage would have been a pretty bad mistake. It's a Priestess. Interesting. And a Web Spinner. So I see. So the Web Spinner is going to get buffed to be 2 health. This means that I can kill the Priestess, but the Web Spinner is going to stick around. Alright, well, I'm going to kill the Priestess with the hero ability. You know, you might say, Boris, why not play the Wolf? Well, the reason is if I play the Wolf, the Priestess can kill the Wolf. So if I'm going to kill her, I might as well not lose a card to do it. Even though this feels slow, it's the right thing to do. Wow. Alright, so he's got double Web Spinner action. Luckily, I can actually kill this one. Altogether, that was a pretty weak 3rd turn. He's not doing that much damage to me. And I think this is giving me a chance in light of the fact that my opening was incredibly slow. So he's got a beast from that spinner, but card-wise I'm doing alright. If this wolf lives, the bluegill can charge for 3. I can ping and deal up to 4 damage if I need to kill something. The wolf is threatening the web spinner's life, and then I can always just play one of these or one of those if I need to. So it's not good. I say he has the advantage here, but still it's better than it was before. Wow. He's actually got an egg. Okay, well, let's see here what happens when I try to run into the web spinner. It's neither Snake Trap nor, what's her face? Freezing Trap. So the most likely candidate now is Explosive Trap. Thus, the Silverhand Knight doesn't look all that great. Might as well just play the Spiteful Smith. And now we've confirmed it's not Snipe, so it's either Misdirection or Explosive Trap, the more likely, of course, being Explosive Trap by a good margin.
One shot.
Well, he kills my wolf before I have a chance to use the wolf to trade against something, and oh my god, we have young Dragonhawk. Wow. Alright, so this is looking pretty good. We're just going to ping off this hyena and use Cone of Cold to clear off a bunch of stuff. Oh wait, the young Dragonhawk, that must have been off of a web spinner. Let's trigger the Explosive Trap before anything else can happen. So I'm at pretty high health. He's not going to burn me out. He's almost out of cards. I have a big card advantage. I can pop this egg and Flame Strike. Aha, he's going to pop his egg for himself, it seems. Which I'm pretty okay with because now I have options. So I could Flame Strike, and that would be my whole turn, or I could just kill the 5/4 and play my 4/5 to deal with his 4/4. So do I save the Flame Strike or not? If I Flame Strike, I get to keep a 4/2 and hit him in the face. If I trade, I can, for example, play the Silverhand Knight and ping this. I could play the Boogie Warrior run into this and ping it, but then it's still at 1 health. That doesn't seem all that good. I'm going to trust my instincts and hang on to Flame Strike. I don't know if this is the right play, but it's the play I'm going to make. So by doing this, I allow him to hit me for 4 damage, but I think my health total is high enough and his hand is empty enough, he shouldn't be able to burn me out. And then I think keeping Flame Strike on tap is good, even though I have another one in the deck. It seemed worth it. Please don't be the pig. It's the Leok, which is fine because the extra damage makes no difference. This, of course, makes no difference. Is he going to hit me in the face? If he does... Ah, he's hitting me in the face. Okay, so he's going to go for the burn. That's A-okay. Now we Flame Strike. He really regrets now not trading the Nerubian for the Silverhand Knight. I'm sure I've got plenty of health. This should be fine. Now, I got to remember, this buffs this. So this is actually 4 charge damage if I need it. Which means I could actually possibly set up for a kill. This is 6 plus 4 is, yep, he'd be dead to Pyroblast the following turn. There's a Stone Tusk Boar, which is great to see because it doesn't really do that much damage. He's going all the way for the face. Maybe that's the only way he can win. So I gotta decide, you know, what's the likelihood that he actually can kill me. So Pig, Steady Shot, I'm down to 12. Even if he has double kill command, it's not enough to win. So what I'm gonna do is, yeah, you know what? Let's hedge my bets. I'm gonna kill the pig.
If you insist.
Sure, I'll kill the pig. But wait, I'm not doing anything weird here. Sorry, I'm talking about like hedging my bets like I'm making a strategic move, but really I just killed his creature and then went for his face. I guess the thing I did differently here is I charged the extra Bluegill Warrior damage to put him in Pyroblast range rather than playing a bigger minion like the Ogre, but whatever. So he's got the Giant, Dancing Swords, and yes, it's well played.
Well played.
I'm going to be a little bit bad-mannered here, and I apologize. I'm going to deal maximum damage to the opponent for that daily quest. And there we go. So, didn't end up needing the Pyroblast, but it was still nice to have it as insurance. And we are up to 11 wins with 2 chances to make it a 12-win run. My first 12-win run in a long time, actually. I don't even know, to be honest with you. I don't even know if I ever made it to 12 wins in Goblins vs. Gnomes. Did I ever? Let me open up my Goblins vs. Gnomes statue. Oh, I did. I did a few times. Yes, I made it once with Mage and once with Shaman. I'd never had an 11-win run, and I got it to 10 wins 6 times. So for Blackrock Mountain, this is my first time making it to 10, 11, or possibly 12, and I have 2 chances to get to 12. Interestingly, those last 2 games weren't very tough. I don't know if those people didn't have high records and I was just paired up with them because no one else is on right now, or if they had high records and just got bad draws. I mean, that hunter got 2 pretty bad rolls off of the web spinner. He got Windfury Hawk and possibly that Stone Tusk Boar as well. So, it wasn't too hard. Man, that was a glorious moment, though, when he had, like, some 1 toughness thing, and then another 1 toughness thing, and then the Hyena. And I could use Cone of Cold against it. That was very satisfying, because I didn't quite have Flame Strike mana, and I didn't want to Flame Strike anyway, because the Nerubian Egg was there. He popped his own egg, but that just made me Flame Striking everything to death even easier. It was all good. Alright, this is taking a while. Oh, okay. Cool. If only my opponent had connected and then disconnected, I would have gotten a free 12th win, which would have been really cool. As it is, we'll have to try again. Let me just see. If I do get 11 wins on this run, my average would go up to 6.4. I was disconnected. What the... Alright, well, there's enough time in this video for one more game. So let me log back into Hearthstone and see if I can actually, you know, do the final game, because that sure would be nice. Yeah. I'd hate to end here, because it hasn't even been, you know, 45 minutes. There's the perfect amount of time for one more game, and, you know, there's really no reason to leave this as a cliffhanger. That would be quite arbitrary. Okay, we're back. Hit. Hit. Hut. And hike. So it wasn't my opponent who was disconnected, it was actually me who was almost disconnected. It's a good thing that the game realized I was disconnected before it took me into the game and then disconnected me, because then I would have got a loss, and that would have been sad. I've had, you know, a few cases where I lost due to disconnects, and that's always sad. I've never had it happen at 11 wins. That would just be pretty heartbreaking. Okay, we're up against a Druid. Always a tough matchup. Gordo Warrior, so right off the bat, kind of intimidating. We do have a nice opening hand. As you'll recall, my last couple of games, I had terrible opening hands, and then I won handily, which means that here with, like, the Dreamboat opening hand for this deck, I am going to get trounced. I can already tell. Let's see if this guy has a fast start. Oh god, well. Okay. Well. It's gonna be one of those games. I can already tell. Drew to the Claw. Drew to the Claw, ladies and gentlemen. So he messes 3 cards into this thing, which means if it takes me 3 cards to kill it, I actually am alright. I don't really see a reason to coin into a Snow Chugger and freeze this. I'm not concerned about the damage. He's going to be running this into my minions regardless. So if I spend 3 cards killing this, I'm okay. And it looks like that's what I'm on track to do at the moment. So, cool beans. Cool beans, beauty queens. Let's see here. Let's play the Chugger. Now he's going to run the Claw into my Chugger, which would also freeze it. Oh, he's going to Wrath it. Alright. So he's going to get some more damage on my face for that. And play Zombie Chow, which is fine, so this will heal me up. And getting this out of the way means that my Mirror Entity is not going to get wasted, which is nice. So I will play Mirror Entity here because that gives me a chance to get a better minion than what I could have gotten. Normally, the obvious drawback, of course, is that if he doesn't play a minion here, then my Mirror Entity is going to be delayed in giving me something. But I'm okay with that. Yeah, he's in a standoff with me. Okay. Well, do I play these 2 small minions or this one bigger minion? They're both only 2 power. He can kill the wolf easily enough. I'm going to go ahead and play these. The reason is I'm a little bit concerned about him burning me out before I can have a chance to Flame Strike away this Chow. So I'm going to just drop those minions and make him attack him. I think he actually does have the advantage here. The turn 1 double innervate play is paying off pretty well for him. Because I didn't get Polymorph for Fireball, which I really would have needed to use to deal with things as efficiently as possible. He's actually going to swipe that. Interesting. So he's continuing to not play minions. Alright, well, let's do what we can. Let's play that. Ping away the Chow, get 5 health. So it hits me down to 14. I can coin and Flame Strike, but the real issue is that he's not playing any minions. He's going up a card. Flame Strike's not a great response to Druid of the Claw. Gosh. This is very awkward. Alright, I don't see any reason to coin ping this. So I'll just pass the turn. See what he wants to do. If I lose this game, I'm going to be kind of annoyed because that was pretty dumb. I thought I would have had a decent chance, but I never got either Fireball or Polymorph. Mirror Entity never fired. Perhaps it was a mistake to rely on that. Although maybe he's making a mistake by not just giving me my creature. He's giving me a Ship's Cannon. And what else? He's making sure I don't get Sludge Belcher. Alright. Well, let's see. Do I Flame Strike now or later? I'm going to Flame Strike later. What we're going to do here is freeze. Let me think. Man, okay, so if I Flame Strike, it's still a big problem finishing everything off. But I just want to kill all of the stuff, so I am going to Flame Strike, even though it's a bit inefficient. So, yeah, we're going to Flame Strike. Use that to kill that, use this to kill that, pass the turn. So, okay, I got 10 health, which is bad. But he's down cards and down on the board. So, unless he has a way of, you know, burning me out, he's going to be in trouble. Man, I need to top deck my other Flame Strike now, and then I actually probably win the game. But if I don't, he's got a decent amount of power here. And I'm going to have a bit of a tricky time. Let's see here. I actually got the other Flame Strike. Well, we'll do this. And that. So now he needs to top deck, just like that one Paladin from a few games ago, he has to top deck back-to-back burn, or just because he's so low on cards, he's going to end up losing. I guess a big card here would be good for him as well. If he got a huge card, that would help him as well, because I don't have a good answer to it. I can freeze it, but I still have to top deck Pyroblast, or sorry, Fireball or Polymorph. And he's got a Keeper of the Grove, okay. That is fine. So what we're going to do here is freeze it. And I think now is the time to use my coin before it gets totally wasted. So I got a decent board presence here. I can Cone of Cold to freeze something big while I wait for Fireball or Polymorph to show up. He'll kill me in 8 turns to shapeshift, but it shouldn't take me 8 turns to win. Ugh. Stormwind Champion. Well, that sucks. Do I have any healing or taunt in this deck? I can't remember. Haven't seen any healing cards. I might just not have anything. Well, let's ping that. Kill it. Start to get some damage on. So this is 9 damage. I have to hit him 2 times with both of these guys and top deck Pyroblast to win. It's gonna swipe my face. Makes sense. So I'm dead in 2 turns. Or less if he top decks a damage card. Well, let's see what we can do here. I deal 10 damage a turn. Alrighty, so the Water Elemental's a good top deck. That will stop the shapeshifts. So this is a tense moment. My 12th win is on the line, and it depends on whether he gets a damaging card or not. We've already seen 2 swipes. Wow, oh my god, he's drawing another card. Okay. So he draws another card. We've seen 2 swipes and a Starfire. Does he have damage? Power of the Wild is not damage. So I'm down to 1 hit point. What have I got here? 5, 9. He actually didn't even attack me. Well, let's find out what I have. Yep, I had enough damage to kill him with 1 margin. Okay, there it is. My first 12 win arena in quite some time. 12-1 in fact. So it was almost my first 12-0 with just 1 crushing loss earlier on when I was at 8 wins. And let's go ahead and see our prize. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. We'll go ahead and do our prize and then take a sneak peek at our next run. Double Packer. Nice. And a lot of gold. You know, a lot of times you get really bad 12-win rewards and then end up complaining about it, but I really can't complain about this. This is like 405. This is 430 gold and 2 packs. That's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and open up those packs, see if we get anything more than 40 dust. Even if it is 40 dust, I'll still be pretty happy for the opportunity to have gotten a legendary or some epics. That one unfortunately wasn't anything good. And this one also was unfortunately nothing good, but that's still fine. So let's take a sneak peek at our next run and then we'll be done here. I need to do a Hunter, Rogue, or Shaman. Rogue would have been ideal because I have a Rogue quest as well, but here it is. We'll do Hunter next time. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.